Now, you might be wondering why I'm sitting in the passenger seat of the Sierra. Well, I'll tell you, it's bloody comfy. You ever sat in a Sierra seat? They're so much comfier than the originals for the newer cars. Just having a wee bit of time out, chill out. But I'm here to tell you that I have another new arrival into the collection. Now, I've just shown you in the last video there a brand new edition that I was obviously bought for Susie, is in the collection. She will drive it more than me, but it's one of these ones. But yeah, this one is something special. I've already got two of them. I know that sounds daft because I've got pretty much two of them at some point, but this car was owned by a friend. I'd always liked the car, maybe not its look as such, but you know, its build and what went into it has always been top notch. It's always had the good money spent on it. Now, it went up for sale for a long time. It never sold about a year ago, just over a year ago. It just didn't sell. I spoke to one of my friends and he ended up buying it, and it went to a bonus ball, and it went away to Manchester and it was never seen. Well, just to let you know, I've got it. I found it. We brought it back up the road from Manchester, and it's now part of the collection. It's one that probably won't leave the collection either, because it's just such a usable car. I have bought Daniel Neal's old Focus RS Mark II. Now, this is a wide arch kit that's on it. It's got monster decals and whatnot on it. It's got, you know, fully forged engine. It's got a bigger turbo with a screamer pipe out the bonnet. This thing is a tool. You know, why am I bothered telling you about it? Let's go see it.
Yeah, what? Come on. Yeah, what? Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Like the time in school when we got free lunch and the cool kids beat us up, and the rich kids had convertibles and we had to ride the bus. Like the time we made the baseball team, but they still laughed at us.
So this is the newest edition. Check this baddie out. Now, I know you're thinking this is generally not my kind of style of car, but I had to have it. This one here was owned by my friend, Daniel. He's done this up from standard to the way it sits at the moment. Now, it's been out of his possession for over a year or so. It's not done many miles since it's been away, but oh, what a car, what a car. I don't really like the livery. I'm not a big sticker fan. It's just too in your face for me. The big ass spoiler, and then the interesting thing was, this spoiler here, although it's losing all its lacquer and whatnot, this was actually owned by Oliver Solberg. That's Peter Solberg's son. This was his spoiler. It was on one of his Focus rally cars. So this is a genuine M Sport tailgate. Probably, I think receipt for second hand for it was about £4,000. No, to buy this real one, it'd probably be the gutsy, £7,000 to £8,000. We've got obviously hangers that come down here on it that support it to stop it from rattling. It doesn't really stop it because you can see in here where it's been touching. Things like that I've got to fix. We have aftermarket rear lights on it. I'm going to check them because I don't like them. I don't know about the back bumper. I don't know if it's because I don't like the smoothed in rear valance in it, but I'm kind of 50-50 on the back bumper, if I'm honest, the way it comes round. And I like the fact you can see the tyre on here. It just kind of sweeps in. I'm trying to talk myself into the fact I'm liking it and just keep it. But yeah, the wrap's coming off. You can see on the roof. It was NG Developments, now called Grego Developments, and they specialise in doing these bumpers, front and back ones that you'll see. AirTech also do them. Grego ones actually have an under tray, and you can just see in the corner here that comes down and through. You can't actually see it. It comes through and clips in, so it's actually a wee bit more rigid than the one I've got in shadow. It doesn't shake about as much. But yeah, we have a set of K-Sports on there with a set of Polar 19-inch wheels on it with a 25 offset, 80-25 offset. The tyres on them are, I don't know if Daniel had them on or not, but they're terrible. They don't take a heat. I don't even know what type they are, Nankangs, so I'm not expecting big things from them. But those wheels are getting changed. I'm going to make the car my own. It's going to be a hard one to do because obviously it's the monster, but I'll change it into something different. We have got aero catches in the bonnet, which is a good idea because these bonnet locks fail in here. And underside we have genuine carbon on the rocker cover, and then we'll plenum. Big fan of these, big fan of them. I know AirTech do them, and I shout AirTech all the time, but I just love the design of these. There's not any difference between them, it's just looks. We have got an AirTech header tank in it, and we have got the screamer pipe that comes right out this cutout in the bonnet, down to the Garrett turbo there with the Turbo Smart wastegate, the 45mm wastegate that's down into it. Missing the battery cover, but I will get one onto it because when it's off you can actually see through the gap, because they've obviously cut the scuttle panel to take the heat out. You can see into the battery, so I don't want that. Not that my car sits out at the time. You can see we've got the AirTech obviously ECU holder, and this is the standard ECU hiding in here, just with a Revo map on it, so I'll change that. On the front we have got the bigger intercooler as well hiding underneath there. Can't really see it for the registration plate. It's supposed to be a stage 2. I'll upgrade that to a stage 3 that's on it as well. We're missing the headlight washer jets. I've ordered them, they're in at $4 just to pick them up. I actually forgot about them, I should have had them for this video. We have got the monkey wrench headlights as well, which I'll just switch on just now. I'll show you a wee bit inside. So inside we have got the K shifter. I don't know how you pronounce this, I've got to be honest, but there you go. I mean, I would have said K, but it's C-A-E shifter. That's some bit of kit, I've got to be honest. I love that. I wasn't a big fan of them because they look out of place, especially when you look in the interior. That's still a standard RS inside, other than obviously the snap off steering wheel. That's the one I changed to, because the original one that was on it was a flat bottomed, but everything else is standard except obviously the clocks. I've been changed to carbon fibre in them, and obviously up in the boost cages up here have been done. So I've got all this to change and make custom. Then obviously you can't have a Ford and not have, work for fast forward, sorry, not have the fast forward mag jumper. That's mine, that was in the back. Needs a hoover. We'll switch on the lights. Bick. Ding dong. And you'll see I've got the monkey wrench signature headlights on them. Now, I've never had a problem with monkey wrench, I'm a big fan of them. I know he's always busy, so it's kind of hard to get these. I've got, this is actually my 4th set in the cars, so I can't see these ones going anywhere. But yeah, this is the next project. So I've already sold this. This is going to my good friend Rory's race car. I'll put up a picture here. It's just an absolute bullet of a car. He's been chasing this wing for ages. I don't like it, so I'm selling it. It's away. So he's got me a standard boot lid with the standard RS spoiler as well. I'll take the inserts and all the electrics out it and transfer it into that bit when it comes, because he doesn't need it for the race car. The wide arch kit is fitted to this as well. You can just see Blueprint, who did the wrap, have done a good job. You can't really see obviously the seam underneath it. I've yet to see exactly how good the paint is underneath it, so I'm intrigued to see how good it is. But we're getting it wrapped at KW, so I'm not going to worry too much. They sort me out quite a good thing. They've got plugs on, obviously the reverse sensors, so it doesn't have reverse sensors. Oh yeah, we have red 5 carbon on here. Now it looks as if it's kind of glued on, so if anyone wants this, let me know, because I will be taking it off, because it is lacquered over the top of, and I don't want to see anything. I want a flush, so this will get changed for a completely standard one. So if anyone wants a carbon fuel cover, then that's it. This does need a wee re-lacquer, but obviously Rory's going to use it in a race car. I don't think it's going to bother. This is a polycarbonate roof that's on it. It's actually bolted down through the polycarbonate. I'll open up the boot and you'll see this is how it's attached. Now I don't want that in my car. I mean, it's okay for a race car and whatnot, but I would have got a secondary boot and put that on it and kept a good boot sitting spare. So aye, that's one of the reasons why I'm losing it. Boot space, just completely standard. Completely standard. You can see the ultimate green paint creeping through and about. That's on it. But yeah, this is the newest edition. Oh yeah, we're missing. We've got a wind deflector on this side, but yep, guess what? We're missing it on this side. So I've need to get a set of them because you can't have a 3-door and not have them. And this is a good. I love this. Matt Lewis Motorsport, good bunch of guys. Rory, who is taking that wing, works for them and is some engine builder, and so is Matt. We've lost the rubber strip here across the front. I'm going to take that off so it doesn't look as bad. I'm not going to be. I don't really want to put this bumper back on, if I'm honest. You can see right through in the holes. I would have put mesh in there so you couldn't really see anything. There's no oil coolers in there at all. I would have put an oil cooler in behind here just to help it to breathe. That would have been fine, but yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that and change it. But yeah, I mean, it still is a good car. It just needs that wee bit finishing off. Bits and bobs. I've kind of worn down a wee bit now. Like you've got carbon here that's just failing. Don't know who made it. Don't know where they got it from. It's failing, so it has to get, changed. I'll just put the standard ones on it because it looks, because we're having carbon, you can see how badly it is. Badly, lacquer's going this one, and you get the standard here. So I'll just put a standard one on it, and it'll make it look a bit better. I've got B pillars that are obviously genuine carbon. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what it looks like underneath the wrap. The bonnet I'm changing as well. Although we've got obviously the aero catches and whatnot on it, I don't like these side vents. Like when they're shut, if I put the bonnet down, you just see it in the fuse box. You can see the green. I don't understand how people like these. It's personal taste, but it's not for me. So yeah, I'm going to change that out. I'm actually not going to put an RS bonnet, and I'm going to try and get a source of genuine RS bonnet so that I can actually have one for it. But I'm going to make a custom bonnet for this. That's the plan. So it's a bit different to any other RS, but the colour that's going on it will be absolutely amazing. So we're out a run. Thought, bugger it, why not? It's a lovely rainy day. This means we're going to have absolutely no grip whatsoever because I'm running with the traction control off, and the roads are really greasy today. And I did do some filming yesterday when it was dry, but I seem to have really bad luck when it comes to the tech side of things when I'm doing this channel. I'm used to bashing nails in and putting screws in my battery gun for a living, and it seems to me that pressing record while talking to my phone or talking to my camera evades me. I mean, it's actually ridiculous the amount of times I've hit that record button, sat and talked for hours on end, and nothing's recorded. So I'm making sure, I see it flipping away, it is recording now. Now, a lot of people have been putting up on my page on Instagram and Facebook, I'm changing a lot in this car, why did I buy it anyway? Simple matter was, I got it at a decent price. I know the history of the car, I know it's well looked after, I know it's genuinely like a genuine car. It's just the ladiness of it isn't really for me, and it's not that it's a bad thing, it just doesn't suit anything that I would drive. It does turn heads, which you like, but I think I could make this car look better. I've had a couple of ideas with I wanted to change the shadow. I love the way shadow looks. I'm not going to change Blaze. Blaze's signature is it's purple paint, 1000 horse. It can't really change other than getting better on the power and more reliable. Shadow was not a throwaway car, but I got it cheap. It was accident damaged, you know, so it's never going to be a correct car. This is a straight car, you know, it hasn't got any markers on it. It's never been in a smash, so it's an ideal car to keep and use as a good show slash daily slash all rounder. I think Shadow will end up getting relegated to being a show and track car rather than a daily and track. So this one will become the one I'm going to use more and more when, obviously, good or bad weather. Now, I've had this design in my head for a wee while, and now that I've got this, it means I can pull the trigger on it rather than obviously what I was going to do to Shadow. It's going to be different to this, and it's certainly going to be it's more my style. I like to think I've got kind of signatures where I don't have anything loud and leery, but I've got enough to do on the car that will keep you looking at it, you know, little things here and there, and just to pull it apart from any other RS. I'm hoping that it'll turn heads just as much as this will. So I'm going to give a wee blast to the bypass, just to let you hear the absolute racket from this screamer pipe. With no grip. And there's absolutely no grip. Now, I come from a small town called Kilmarnock. It's not a big town at all. So seeing something like this drive through the town centre is going to be an eye-opener. Even though guys at the pub there, tell me, look at it. I mean, it's a KMS Thunderstorm exhaust that's on it. 5.5 inch slashed cut tips on the back of it, and it just echoes. I'm only doing 30, and it's drowning me out. I'm just hoping that the microphone can pick up everything I'm saying. I've got it kind of close to myself here, so I'm hoping for the best. It's not often I do a driving video. I don't think I get enough time to take the cars out of drive for everybody, but I really need to get the GoPro strapped to the bonnet at night time and get that screamer pipe with the flames that shoot out it filmed, because it's bananas. Watch for the screamer. I mean, it sounds wild, because it is. It just picks up its heels and it goes. It's some car, so you better fine tune, it'll be fine. The plan is I'm going to take the wrap off it. I've got a colour that I've chosen for it, so I'm going to change it to that. I want to get rid of the front bumper and back bumper and put them back to a standard ones. I just like them better. Maybe not the back one. The back one I can probably get away with, but I've got this front bumper on Shadow, and to be honest with you, I would like it looking kind of more standard, like a kind of, if you like, a kind of sleeper. You know, the RS is fast anyway, but if you turn around and you think it's like 400 brake, but then you get 600 on your foot, it's going to sing and dance. But yeah, so I've got a change of wheels coming for it as well. It's got to run a set of Bolas. Just sorry Bola, but I just don't like your wheels. I've got a set of BBS sitting there, and I've also got a set of rotiforms, so I just need to make a choice on what ones I want to put onto it. A couple of bits and bobs I'm going to keep on it. Obviously, I've got a K shifter. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, a CAE shifter. It's actually really good. It makes the gear changes just that little bit more comfy. like obviously like a quick shift, but I'll keep that. It's kind of higher. I'll show you the videos and photos, but yeah, I mean it's got loads of toys in it. The receipts for this thing is bonkers. You know, I know for a fact that Dan looked after this car, so I know that the history on it's good. I know it's not done a lot of miles since he's had it, so the whole, you know, 150 miles since he sold it. Okay, they might be hard, but you know, service it, keep everything checked up, and go through there on it. But Matt Lewis Performance has worked on this car, but Air Tech work on it, KMS working on it. So we've had the 3 top tuners and BD Performance as well. We've worked on this car, so it has been maintained really well, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. One of these cars, when this car comes up, and I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on it, but put it this way, it was a lot cheaper than what you're getting, you know, standard ones for at the moment. You know, the standard ones are going for, you know, 28, 30. I didn't pay that. I certainly wouldn't pay that for them now. If I was paying money like that, I'd expect low miles. I'd be sticking away in the unit and just forgetting about it. But these are just built to have fun in, and I'm going to have fun with this one because it just needs a wee bit of refinery for me, and I'll be happy with it. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining me on this new video. Welcome to the collection, another Mark II Focus RS. And don't worry, that plate will not be on it once we're done at KW. That will be getting changed for a private plate I'm sticking on it that I bought for the car. Keep it up to date, because in the next week, well, the Bri van will have this all hopefully modified, and hopefully something else in the pipeline, but we'll see. Somebody at my door. I feel like grot bags. Anyway, you know the drill. Keep it tuned. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. Thank you very much for everyone that subscribes. And in the meantime, you know it, baby. Take it easy.